In a C sharp, how do you define a for loop? Now to print the numbers in C sharp, we know if we want to print something on the console screen, we go for the console.writeLine, and then we'll go for writing a numbers like this console.writeLine, and inside we are passing the value whatever we want to print it. This any of the object value. I am passing it as a integer number one. And again, if I want to pass a number two, then I'll be writing two, again three, again four, and five like this. This console.readline is just to blink the cursor to the next line. So we will be only observing the output of these of the lines. So look at this output. For getting these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have written 5 times console.writeLine. So in C Sharp, we have the easiest way to make it a simpler way for printing the numbers. So if I'm writing a for loop, so this is my I equals to 0, then semicolon, then I less than, what are the numbers we want to put it here. If I want to put this numbers 1 to 5, then I'll be using this less than condition here. So I is starting from, let's say in my case, I'm starting it from 1, and I is less than or equals to. So this I value will be less than or 5. And so we are calling this initialization. This is a condition check, and this is the increment or a decrement. So it should start from 1, then it will end up to 5, and then increment of this I is with the 1 value. So if I do I plus plus, it will increment the value by 1. Then whatever the line which we have written here, the console dot write line, we can just put inside a for loop. Now the hard coded value which we have passed as a 1, we can just replace this with a placeholder of I, or the variable of I. First time it will start from I equals to 1, and then it will check the condition whether this I, the value of 1, is less than or equals to 5 or no. If this condition is satisfied, it will come inside. Again, after execution of this line of code, it will check for the condition. It will go and it will increase the counter I plus plus by 1. And after incrementing, this value becomes 2. So again, it will check whether this 2 is less than or equal to 5. Then it will jump inside. This way it will iterate until this value becomes equals to 5. So look at this output, what we are printing it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever the numbers will be changing here, those many of the times this for loop will get iterate.